Can we go?
Let's do this.
Deathmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Deathmold and rescue the royal child.
You never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Why are you here?
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now!
This is my banquet. I don't want any unwanted guests.
Help me up!
The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
Close that cursed gate! I pulled your legs out of your arse!
I killed them all.
Defend the passage! Eat shit and die!
He'll pay dearly.
Unit 2! Block the passage!
Ready, Geralt.
here, cunts! You're dead meat! Send for reinforcements! Block that swiving passage!
You were better off.
Close ranks! Tighter! Tighter! Defend the passage! You dying or not?
I've got a crossbow, Geralt. Leave them to me.
Step backwards! Forward! Attack! At them! Man your positions, you whore sons! Close ranks!
We're doing well, Geralt!
Get him!
Vernon, watch out.
Hall's clear! I'm coming over to you!
Back at him! You dying or not? Say your prayers!
They'll cut you down!
What's he doing? Sounds like he's off the bit. Yes.
Damn it.
Did you see Radovid's retinue? I swear the snot-nosed lad thinks he's king of the world. He should never have shown up here after the recent events in Redania. Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizima, I hope he ends up like the first. And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Pants off. You've broken my arm! You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me. Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
No!
You reap what you sow.
Time to free Foltest's daughter.
Have mercy! He forced me!
Are you all right? I am Vernon Roche of Temeria. This Is Witcher Geralt?
She's terrified.
If Deathmold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
What'll you do with the child, Vernon?
I made an arrangement with Radovid, and Vernon Roche always keeps to his word.
So be it. Let's go.
Don't be afraid. I was your father's soldier. I'll not let anyone harm you.
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
You got out of the Kedweni camp intact. Not an easy feat.
Practice makes perfect. It's good to see you, Siegfried.
King Radovid is impatient to see Louisa La Valette's child.
You mean King Foltest's daughter? Pity he didn't help us rescue her from Deathmold's grasp.
The King of Redania could hardly be accused of breaking a covenant during a peace summit. Besides, we had a problem with the gate.
In that case, you were helpful after all. I lost the key.
What are you plotting?
We're exchanging fencing tips.
Ah, speaking of which, how was your meeting with Deathmold?
Profitable for me, though he lost his family jewels.
The Redanian colors would suit you, Vernon.
I'll think about it.
What are your plans now, Geralt?
I have unfinished business.
I'm off to the talks. I'll wait for you there.
So long, Geralt. I hope we'll meet again soon.
I'll try to make it.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats!
Swiving son of a cunt! His cocksucking motherfucking majesty!
Excuse me?
Oh, pardon me, sir, I meant no offense.
You're leaving the deliberations. Why?
Henselt! He used to have all Edirn where to live in a Kedweni yoke! Scandalous.
No one opposed him?
None! Radovid drools for Temeria, and will let that lout have anything in exchange. The North will never be the same again. I must return home. Farewell.
Roche had murder in his eyes. He wanted blood and couldn't care less that it was royal, that this was what Letho would have wanted. The death of a king is the triumph of chaos, civil war, famine, fear among common folk, a time of disdain. That is the only reason Henselt remains alive and Kedwen grows stronger. Thousands of Kedwenis live better lives because their ruler is an amoral, ruthless son of a bitch who stands above the law.
Constable John Natalis.
Interrogates John Natalis. He is regent.
Hard to believe.
So, even the Nilfgaard...
This will be a great moment. Ready?
Let's get this done.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks.
Well said, John Natalis. Temeria, the realm separating the north from Emir Va Emrys, and most importantly from his armies, is divided and weak. Yet this land deserves law and order, which cannot be provided by the quarreling rabble spoilt by Foltest's generosity. Incessant wars between Temerian princelings are not in Kedwin's interest. Too many important trade routes run through the land.
Redania will also take no comfort from unrest in Temeria. Therefore, we cannot leave the realm to its own devices.
Temeria is an independent state, well able to resolve its own problems. You seek to tear Foltest's legacy to pieces, appropriate what was never meant to be yours.
Calm down, John Natalis. We will speak of that in due course, once we know with whom. As you said yourself, you cannot speak for all of Temeria.
Constable Natalis is right after all. Temeria must endure as a strong kingdom.
That is not the kingdom I had in mind.
Yet that is the kingdom that will be, ruled over by myself, and a virgin of Foltest's blood.
You stole the child?
Little girls need to be looked after, King.
Noble attendees, I need to stress that the King of Redania present here has ploughed me without tallow. I am checkmated, though I'll be damned if this is the last time our pawns meet on the chessboard. Next time, I shall be much the wiser.
These are hard times. Foltest's death has complicated matters, but we cannot allow the realm that is the shield of the North to plunge into chaos. Temeria will become Redania's protectorate. You will hail me, Radovid, as your king.
Even if you guarantee the kingdom remains united and separate, the Temerian nobility will never acquiesce to any limitations on sovereignty.
Even you won't silence them, Radovid.
Remember who sits at my side in Tretago. Ada, Foltest's daughter.
All Temerians remember that, Your Majesty. They also know that Foltest's other daughter is still alive, a girl all the people of Vizima will look upon more favorably.
Behold, Anais, the child you seek.
Anais La Valette? How?
She was rescued from the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold, whose business in Lochmuin is shrouded in mystery. She will remain under my protection until she comes of age. Then, should Temeria will it, you can have your queen. Until then, Anais will live in Tretago. We will speak of this later, John Natalis. After all, we have not come here to crown children.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Everything is in Radovid's hands. We prevented the kingdom from being divided. That's the most important thing.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Temerian died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanseville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Asira Varanahid and Fringa Levigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Loch Muine. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
Geralt, we're cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!